Go live. Now is it working? Hello? I think it's working. Hi, people. I'm trying something new for this live stream. And I know it might not be in 1080p, but that's just because I couldn't quite figure it out in time. But I downloaded an app through GoPro to use my Hero 9 as a webcam. And even though this isn't as high of quality as my actual webcam, I think this looks better. I'm curious what you guys think about it. Just trying it out for this live stream. But I like the vibrancy of the colors from the GoPro cam. I think it looks better. Oh, I am in 1080? Well, look at that. I didn't expect that. So what do you guys think? This is using a GoPro as a webcam. I think it's actually kind of brilliant because my other webcam just kind of made everything washed out from the white lighting in the background. And this doesn't do that. I don't know. I'm kind of into it. It seems less laggy than your last one. Don't jinx it because I don't know. It's the internet here. The internet is not super fast. The upload speed, I think, is like 7 or 8 megs a second. And whatever. It's megabytes per second. It's not super fast internet. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of excited about the way this camera looks already, though. It's nice and colorful. Okay, so anyway, happy Memorial Day to you guys also. Let's see. Hi from Casa Grande. They're building a Formula One track there, aren't they? I heard that. I thought they were supposed to build one in Tucson, but I guess we slept on the contract for that and I went to Casa Grande. Have they started on it yet? I'm curious. I think it's gonna be like the second one in the United States, right? Because the first one's in Texas, and then the second one will be here, like hour and change away. How's the Ranger? It's just sitting in the garage. I don't drive it. I haven't driven it. There's no need to. I don't want to drive it in the sun here because the paint's not protected and it's original paint, so I'm waiting. I know that sounds ridiculous, but yeah. I'll start on the Ranger soon. I wish I could work on the Ranger right now because I am waiting on parts again on the MR2. I'm still going to make another video like today on MR2 stuff, but man, if I had the ability to use this lift for the Ranger and just start tearing the Ranger apart, I so would. But I need a lift for the car reviews. And also, like, my shop isn't that big where I can just tear apart 2 cars and then I wouldn't have any more room to film a car review in here, so. Or else I would. But then again, working on 2 torn apart cars at a time for one human being while doing YouTube videos is a lot, so. Hello from Monterrey, Mexico. Hello from Colorado. How's little Sarah doing? She's doing good. I had talked to her not too long ago. We usually just send each other random memes and TikTok videos and stuff at weird hours every day. It's kind of funny. That's our conversation. Hello, watching from Russia. I've never been to Russia. That's a place I've always wanted to go to. I almost got to go once. Almost. But the trip fell through. I was going to go to Moscow. Hello from Idaho. Thank you, Nigel. Hello from Fracombe. Did you just send that just so I would look like an idiot trying to read it? Lifracombe. Hello from Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan. Thank you, John H. You love my top? It's hot in here, alright? I gotta wear a tank top. I have an air conditioner now, it's just not hooked up. And I just don't want to waste an entire day or a day and a half because I gotta pour a concrete pad. But I just don't want to waste time putting that up because I got so much work I gotta do on this. So I'm just gonna pay someone to put the AC in while I'm working on that. It's not too bad in here today. It's like 90. I have the swamp cooler going, full of bleach water. Canada in the house. Please shout out. I shouted you out. Hello from Cyprus. Man, you guys are from all over the place. Is there a hill in Cyprus? I just made somebody laugh with that. I've never been to Cyprus. That would be another place I want to visit one day. How's the TT going? There's one of me. It's like 20 something cars in here. 3. The TT, I can't work on all these cars at once. The TT is a massive project and there's nothing I can do to it without tearing that car apart. The engine and transmission and subframe have to come out of that thing before I can do anything to it. Somebody got that. Dominizzi read my mind. Hello from you are not saying hello from North Korea. If you are, you have a magic internet. Hello from Jersey. Jeez, you guys are really from like this live stream has people from everywhere. This is wild. I cannot believe how like scattered about everyone is. So crazy. Hello from Rotterdam. Alright, so what did I say this live stream was? Bronco update. Do we got enough people in here for me to start? Nope. I'll wait till we got 1,000 people in here. Wait, we do have 1,000 people. Okay, I guess I'll talk about it. So I got 2 updates in the Bronco. First one, I was about ready to cancel a thing. Like so close to canceling it. But then I got update that they moved up the production on mine and it was supposed to start getting built on July 27th. And I have a VIN number. And then a couple days later, I got another email saying that they regret to inform me that there's another delay because of the hard top. And they can no longer guarantee my estimated date. And now they don't know when I'll actually get my Bronco. So I don't know what to do now because now I actually have a VIN number. So it's like it exists. It's like kind of a thing. It's kind of like a thing now. It's a life. So I don't know what to do. I'm so sick of waiting. But I don't know. I really am still torn whether I'm gonna cancel it or not. I legit want it. I would never buy the first model year of a new vehicle, but for the whole purpose of this thing, I want to like try to develop stuff for it and make new parts for it and do new things with a brand new vehicle. It just seems really interesting. It's something I never tried to do before. But also like the technician in me is like, don't ever buy the first model year of a vehicle. But then again, my Forester is a 15 and this generation started in 14 and I beat the crap out of this thing and it's never let me down other than the starter went out. And that doesn't really count. It's a wear and tear. That's like saying, well, my brake pads went out. So I don't know. Someone said, what one did I order? I ordered the Black Diamond 2-door with the 7-speed manual in cactus gray with a carbonized gray molded in body color or molded in color top and 0 options. I added nothing to it. So I was going to get the base model, but I got the Badlands because it had the electronic locking rear diff and there was like one other thing that I wanted that was like a mechanical type thing that I thought was worth the extra little bit of money, but it still has like steel wheels and stuff. So I don't know. I'm like excited about it just because you can't really buy new manual transmission trucks. I mean, I guess you can get a Wrangler in a manual transmission still and you get a Tacoma, but I like little things. So that only rules it between that and the Wrangler. And the only engine I like in the Wrangler is the 2-liter turbo, but you can only get that with an automatic. So yeah, 7-speed manual. It has like a a crawler gear, I guess you could say, than your normal 6-speed. That's 2 gears too many to shift. That's funny. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence still. Still kind of on the fence. Put a manual in the Forester. That's a long-term goal. I either buy a wrecked STI and do a manual swap in the Forester, or I do something really weird and try to build that CVT to hold lots of torques. That would be even more weird and different. I mean, because you can't argue the mechanical advantage of a CVT just keeping you right there in your peak power band all the time. It is an advantage. And if you could make one that could withstand a ton of power, that would be kind of cool. But, I mean, I can't just, like, make parts that aren't engineered appear out of thin air. And no one wants to modify CVTs. It would still be neat, though. It would be different. I don't know. Probably just be 6-speed from STI. Just the manual transmission, though. I'm not swapping an EJ into my Forester. That's the exact opposite direction of what I want to do with that. That's why I bought this, because it had the FA in it. How's the wiring going? Well, if you guys didn't see my Instagram stories, I got a sinus infection like a couple days ago from my swamp cooler because I didn't clean it out, like hose it out, I guess. I changed the pads. I just assumed I'm in the desert. Nothing can survive here. It's dry and fiery and a hellhole. My swamp cooler's fine. And then I got neon green boogers and a fever, and so it made working on the MR2 hard. I still was in here doing wiring. I just didn't talk on camera. So I got a bunch of B-roll of just doing wiring stuff for the next video. But I'm actually filming a video on the MR2 today and tomorrow and the next day. So yeah, I'm making progress on the MR2. I just ordered intake manifold gaskets for it from Toyota. I wasn't going to put some junk, like aftermarket ones in there and then have a weird vacuum or boost leak pop up later and try to chase it down for months. So I ordered OE Toyota gaskets, and I'm going to pull off the intake manifold because I have really bad OCD, and I cleaned up my throttle body and painted it, and now I want the intake manifold to match. I wanted to powder coat the intake manifold, but I can't powder coat the throttle body. You cannot blast or do anything to that thing because it's got so many intricate, sealed little moving parts that just you can't really disassemble it realistically. I'm sure you could, but would be weeks of effort to try to do that correctly and then have it not work after. So I cleaned it up with etching mag wheel cleaner, painted it with engine enamel, the high heat engine enamel, and I like that stuff. It's usually pretty stain resistant, super durable. I've never had any issues with it. I did the block, and the block still looks great that I did with that stuff. So I just used the silver, so it just looks like super clean aluminium. And I think I'm gonna do the intake manifold the same stuff so it matches, because if I powder coat it, it might not match, and that would be pointless. So I had to order gaskets for that. I'm doing the flex fuel stuff today, hooking that up. Let me read some of your guys' stuff. I start rambling, and then I don't read your thing, and then that defeats the purpose of a live stream. How about karaoke? Sarah Coat? Why did I think that said karaoke? Chopped garlic cloves. I was reading a thing about someone said something about a 3.6R with the same CVT. Yeah, was it TR690 is the name of that CVT. The Subaru TR690. Yeah, the weak link in those is the chain. The chain is made by LUK, and they're rated at, I want to say the chain itself is rated at like 400 or 450 Newton meters. The whole entire CVT unit is recommended for applications of 350 Newton meters, I believe, which is 295 pound-feet of torque, which the JDM Lavorg and Forster STITS and WRX S4. Those are all 295 torque. But the chain itself is rated higher. I know people upgrade the torque converter on those, but to me that just like, I don't really feel that solves the whole issue with those CVTs. I still have never blown mine up yet, so maybe I got the opposite of a lemon. What's the opposite of a lemon? A blueberry? I got a blueberry. Can I put nitrous on the MR2? No, I will not put nitrous on the MR2. I'm not actually like, what I'm doing to it right now, my goal is not like chasing super high horsepower. My goal is making this thing run and drive like a modern car. I mean, yeah, it'll have way more power than stock. Stock was, the JDM Gen 2s, I think, were 224 horsepower or something weird. USDM was like 200 horse and torque. But the JDM version, I think it was like 224, and like the torque was really close to 222. I don't know, it was up there somewhere. I think I'll be happy with the MR2 right around like 280 to 280 or so wheel horse on 91, and then the flex fuel maybe a little more than that, but I don't want anything more than like 300 or 320 ever in that car. I think that's just like perfect for that platform. And I'm not into drag racing, so I'm not like, I don't care what it makes on a dyno. I'm not gonna ever drag race it. It's just not why I enjoy that car. So, am I an initial D fan? Yeah, I watched all of them, but I could never find the last, was it like 5 and 6? I think. I could never find 5 and 6 that were dubbed with English subtitles. I think it went up to like the movie, and that was it. I don't know. I wanted to see the last ones. I heard they sucked, but I wanted to watch them anyway. Flash my fingernails. Aren't they cute? See? Rainbow Road, and then I got the star. It's Rainbow Road. Mario Kart. Super cute. A peach. Drag racing was yesterday. Hi from Dusseldorf. I've been there. Sorry, that just like got me excited. I want to go visit Germany again so bad. I miss living in Germany. The place is awesome. I like all of, there's like just little bike paths and trails everywhere, all over the place. It's so fun. And people really know how to drive there. That was my favorite part. Dude, I literally just like focused on the word "that's" and then just spaced out. I don't know why. I was thinking of like Germany. I wanted some Zigeuner Schnitzel and a Hefeweizen. I probably just mispronounced the hell out of that. You wish you had your MR2 still? I bet you do. I bet you do. Will I ever mod a motorcycle? I have no interest in motorcycles. My dad builds or restores motorcycles, like vintage Triumphs and stuff. I just don't. Motorcycles scare the crap out of me. I don't like motorcycles. Not even really dirt bikes either. I don't like things with 2 wheels. They're weird, scary. Would I take Mr. Dose on the Nürburgring? On a weekday when there's not a lot of traffic out there. I got kind of like, before I left, I got kind of tired of going for the Taurus Spartan because there was just so much traffic out there. It was just like, either you have your blinker on or you're waiting for someone with your blinker on. There was just so many cars all at once. I was like, oh man. I think it was just the wrong time of year when I was going to. You miss your 13. Why doesn't... I was just thinking about that. Hyundai needs to bring back a rear drive 2-door sports car. I don't know what they'd call it. I mean, I guess they could just revive the Tiburon name. I wish they would, like, I've yet to be disappointed reviewing a new Hyundai or a Kia. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're garbage, blah, but I review a different car every week, and I see the build quality on a lot of different cars. I get them up on the lift, and even just the stuff you see in the video that I film, I spend a good, like, half hour under those cars just, like, looking at stuff and seeing how they're put together, and I haven't been disappointed with them yet. Honda S3000. That would mean it would be a 3-liter, wouldn't it? I bet you the S2000 will come back one day as an electric car. How many of you are watching? There's 1331 of you watching. 1340. I wonder if you can get it to 1320. That'd be kind of interesting. 400Z or the new BRZ? If I was to own one, the BRZ. If I was to drive one to put a smile on my face, but I didn't have to pay for it or keep it in my garage, the 400Z. I think the 400Z is going to be a ton of fun. But I don't know. We'll see how that one goes. I think the BRZ and FRS, the first generation of those, I think they're going to go the way of the 240SX. I think like 10 or 15 years from now, people will be like, man, I can't find a clean one. They're all wrecked. They're all destroyed. They're all modded. And then they're going to be like super hard to find and desirable. I can see that kind of happening. I don't know. 3000 GT. I wish Mitsubishi. I wish Isuzu, Suzuki, and Mitsubishi would all make comebacks. Especially Suzuki. I really liked Suzuki cars. Sad they are not around anymore. And same thing with Isuzu. I think Isuzu should, if everyone's buying crossovers and SUVs, Isuzu should make some and sell them in America. They made pretty cool SUVs. I liked theirs. And Mitsubishi did too. But I feel like their current ones are just appliances. They should bring back like a little Pajero, Montero type little rugged SUV. Even a truck. Mighty Max. I don't know. Sauna. What? Oh, there was 1320 people watching. That's weird. That just happened. You love your Suzuki SX4. Yeah, those are so awesome that you could get the SX4 with all-wheel drive and a 5-speed manual. Don't ever get rid of that car. Those are so cool. I love those. New TLS Type S review soon? Yeah, probably. I don't have any cars scheduled to review for the next couple weeks because I really want to make progress on this MR2 for you guys, and I know that there's a lack of an attention span when it comes to social media. That's why not a lot of people like go this in depth on restoring cars, and if they do, they have a whole team of people doing it if they're making videos for it. So I just like I didn't schedule any cars to review because I need to just spend literally hours and hours on this wiring harness to get it done. You can't rush this type of stuff, and it's just insanely time consuming. Wiring a car, engineering and wiring a car yourself from scratch, and I'm not an electrical engineer. I know enough to be dangerous, and at least I have an electrical engineer that has a ton of experience that I can consult for things when I'm trying to like, I think what's easy to know now is the way that Link ECU is set up is once you get everything all wired, you go in the ECU and actually tell the ECU what wires want to do what. I mean, some of them have like core purposes, like these are analog outputs, these are grounds, these are 5 volt, these are 12 volt, stuff like that, you know what I mean? But you like then go in there and you write the tune and you tell the ECU what you want it to do with all those wires. So that was like the hard part for me because it's not as simple as just like this wire is for your temp sensor. Well, I shouldn't say temp sensor because that one actually was like that, but there are wires that like you send it to whatever like sensor on the engine, but then you got to go in the ECU later and tell it what that wire is actually gonna do. And that was a little confusing because I don't want to start putting all these harnesses together and cutting wires and then end up setting something in the wrong place. And I don't know. It's mentally taxing. It's not super difficult. I don't feel like there's anything on there I can't figure out. It's just really time consuming because I have to go and like fully understand the Toyota schematic of the way things operate and function sensor wise on this car. And then I have to read the one from the Link ECU and see like what the Link ECU is capable of actually doing and sending out for signals. Like my cruise control, for instance. I'm not going to have factory cruise on this anymore, which really sucks. So I'm going to have to do like an aftermarket. I have two solutions for that. I could do drive-by-wire, which I don't want to do drive-by-wire. I want to keep this thing with a throttle cable. But if I do that, then I'm going to lose cruise control. Unless I do, I think they got those like Dakota Digital aftermarket cruise control things. I might try to get one of those later. I don't know. There's a lot of weird shit I gotta figure out. I'm like more than 50% done now with the wiring. It's really fun though. I like doing that kind of stuff. Where do I get my Toyotas? It's the BGB. It's just the PDF version of it. And it's nice because all the wires are colored on the schematic. So like when you're just like for visual reference, it'll say like VW for violet with a white stripe, but it's actually colored on the schematic. Because sometimes like the letter doesn't correspond in your brain with what, like blue is L. You're like, what the hell color starts with L? Lilac, but it's blue. So I like that they do that. I'm gonna read you guys' stuff. I'm rambling again. Thank you for being real with me. I don't know, I'm just trying to explain this kind of stuff. You guys say you like me to explain stuff more with the electrical crap, so. That was always like my specialty, is I liked electrical stuff. Let me scroll up and see if I missed any super chats. I did. Oh my god. You're an idiot. Okay. Duramax was a Suzu design. It was. Do I have OnlyFans? I don't. I'm gonna create one and just put like pictures of cat poop in it. Thank you, Lester. Ramble on. That's a song, isn't it? I booed my teeth. Oscilloscope. I have one. I haven't used one in a long time. How is the tuner scene in Tucson? I know there are like car meets here, but I don't ever have time to go to them. I'm literally always just working on my cars. I don't ever get to enjoy them. But yeah, I'm positive I know they exist. I've been to like, every once in a while I've gone to one, but I don't know where they're at and when they're at. And plus I always feel weird because like I'm not from Tucson. So if I go to them, I don't know anybody there. And I'm just like, okay, hi, I'm a weird person. No one knows who I am. I'm just going to stand over here and count rocks. So I don't ever go to them. The first times I used to go to Cars and Coffee when I started going to them here, I would just sit in my car and watch cars drive by. Because I'm like really shy. I don't like, unless I know someone, I don't really like talking. Which is weird that I do this for a living. Try an Austin Maxi, so we don't have those here in America. Unless it was imported or something. Say something about yourself. I have a cut on the inside of my lip right now. And I put hydrogen peroxide on it. And I think that made it worse. You're welcome for that. E210 Corolla GR. I like those. Take Mr. Dose to SEMA. I do not want to take my car to SEMA and have a bunch of people walking around it, scratching it, putting their fingerprints on it. It just, that sounds like a nightmare. Plus it's not a SEMA car. When will I quit YouTube and become a model? When me shit turns purple and tastes like rainbow sherbet. Did I get that one right? I tried. What's next for the Go Kart? I don't know. I've just been kind of enjoying it. Every once in a while, I'll just hop on it and just take off. I'll do some more Go Kart videos eventually, but I'm just enjoying it for what it is now. It's fun. It's not super fast, but it's still fun. I'm not gonna do an engine swap on the Go Kart. I'm gonna leave it just how it is. If I do anything, I'll do the billet flywheel, billet rod shindig, so I can raise the rev limiter on it to like $5,000 or something, $6,000, whatever it is. Then it'll be plenty fast. I don't want a 2-stroke Go Kart because they're noisy. They just sound annoying. This is trying to have a 91 Fox body, but you don't know what to do with it. Hold on to it. They're going up in value a lot right now. Thank you, Lester. Take the Toyota and whiteboard to the background to car show. I don't really want to go to a car show. I don't like going to car shows because I get like nervous. People walking around your car and stuff and not paying attention, and they turn around and they got a backpack on and then just scratch the crap out of your car. That just makes me nervous. I have too much time in wet sanding on the car. It's like, that's why I'm only wearing shorts when I'm working on it, other than the fact that it's 200 degrees in here. But that way my short material, the denim, doesn't actually touch it when I lean against it. It's just my leg that my skin leans up against it. I don't think my skin's gonna scratch the paint. There's lots of cheap MR2s in Ireland. Do you guys have rust there? Do you use like salt in the winter on the roads? Because I know it freezes. You get like freezing rain and stuff there, right? Like snow in a very rare once in a while or so. I always wondered that if your cars are rusty there. Are they rusty in the like all of the UK? Oh, imagine, because you got salt water all around you too, right? That would happen. Why not coat the paint? The MR2 is ceramic coated, but the ceramic coating I used on the MR2 and the Forester is kind of crap. I've realized, because the Forester's got water spots all over it now from the hard water here washing it. So I don't know. Unless the ceramic coating has water spots on top of the ceramic coating. That's a possibility. Did I get a bigger AC from a shop? I do. I gotta pay someone to put it in. I just don't want to waste the time doing it myself. It's not terrible in here right now. Like, the swamp cooler is keeping it reasonable. So the AC is gonna be so nice, because then I don't have to have like the door open. I don't have to have stuff blowing in. Like, there's little seedling things all over the floor now from the swamp cooler. So it'll be nice when the AC's on. Hello from Florida. Do I drive a stick shift? Is that a serious question? Clear bra the MR2, because the cost of a clear bra is about the same as just scuffing and reshooting the front bumper. I have a clear bra on the Forester, but I don't know. The front bumper on the MR2 has the holes for a license plate, so I don't want to clear bra it, because then it will just give me an excuse to scuff and reshoot the front bumper and fill those holes for the license plate. See? Thinking. Why'd I go for the Link ECU? I did some research on standalones for the MR2, and that was the one that I kept on seeing like everyone say to go with. Was it e.t.c Racing? They use links for all their cars, and then I talked to the guys at e.t.c Racing, and they suggested it as well, and then I started doing research on the company, and I just was like kind of sold on it. So, and I'm actually really happy so far. Everything's been going good, and they've been helping me out. Whenever I have a question, they email me back within a few hours, so I'm happy so far. everything is rusty in the UK. Yeah, I kind of figured. Everything was rusty in Germany, so I was kind of figured it'd be the same there too. It's really weird though, because I feel like when I was looking at cars, like was it Auto Scout 24, the like car search thing over in Europe, and I was looking at cars in France, which, like, where I lived in Germany, France wasn't that far of a drive away. None of the cars really had rust there. I don't know if the landscape changed that much, or they just don't use road salt. And well, they don't use salt in Germany either. They use urea, right? I remember it stunk like pig pee when they put it down the roads. It was stinky. What happened to Sarah too? She's in school still. You'll see more of her when she finishes school. She's gonna be graduating soon. She came and visited a couple weeks ago. She came in the shop and hung out for a little bit. I didn't film anything with her just because when I see her, I don't feel like shoving a camera in her face. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's nice to just get to hang out and not have to shove a camera in someone's face. Why no shop air on my side of the garage? I don't need it really, other than just to blow stuff off. I have all my tools are brushless DC, so I've never really needed air for anything. I don't really like air tools. I just prefer using brushless DC stuff. Bamberg. I've never been to Bamberg. It made me hungry when you said that. Hamburg. Bamberg. I said that. Oh, there's almost 1,500 of you watching. 1,533. Oh, I remember like a year ago I said that if we ever hit 2,000, I would have to eat a glob wasabi. I don't have a glob wasabi right now, but if we do it in this one, then the next live stream that I do, I have to eat wasabi. So if we cross the 2,000 viewer mark, someone better remind me, because I'll eat a blob of wasabi. That would suck so bad. How can you help with the shop's AC upgrade? I don't really need help. Charlie's gonna put the AC in this week if he's got time. He's gonna put it in. So yeah. Do I smoke? No, I've never smoked before. Spray undercarriage of WD-40 to prevent rust. I don't think that'll work. I think it would just make a mess. But we'd have to spray it constantly, all the time. I still don't know if that would work. Get me to 2,000 views. No. If it happens, I just want it to happen. If it happens, it happens. I never like to ask, like or subscribe. I think that shit's so cringy. You will never hear me say that. I feel it's the same way with, like, get more of you to watch. I just want to, I guess that is kind of the same when I said that then, huh? Okay, don't hit 2,000 views. I don't care. I don't want to eat a glob wasabi anyway. It is mind-blowing, though. That's a lot of people. That's like a small town. POR 15. Now I'm just reading stuff. Ireland is not in the UK. I know. It's in a cluster of islands nearby. It's your island, buddy. Fair? It's your island, buddy. It's your friend on another chunk of rock. Forgive me for being an American and not knowing geography that well. Rit dyeing an interior? No, I've never tried it. I used to rit dye clothes. I go like thrift stores and get jeans and stuff, and then you just throw in some rit dye and make them look different. It's kind of fun. Scotch or bourbon? Neither. They taste like gasoline. Am I eating protein electrolytes? I have electrolyte water right here. Oh, I recently discovered why for the past 2 years I had a bunch of gut health issues. I'm gluten intolerant. Just discovered that out. Stopped eating gluten like 2.5 weeks ago. Feel amazing now. So weird how that happened. I never would have thought it was gluten. Talk about like the most difficult process of figuring out what the hell you were allergic to or what was going on. It seemed like it would have been kind of obvious, but it wasn't. It's weird because like it doesn't, you just don't like eat a piece of bread and then like catch on fire. That's not how it works. It takes like a while. So I would like try it and like eat something and wait like a day or two and I'm like, oh, I'm fine. But it was just taking a lot longer than that. So yep, no more gluten. Gluten is, I don't know. I started like going like learning up on that, and I feel like when you research stuff, it can go down a rabbit hole. Because then I was like, what is Monsanto or whatever the hell it's called? Monsanto? I sound like a moron. Whatever. And then I was just like, I'm going down a rabbit hole of researching stuff. I'm just going to leave it at I can't eat a certain type of food. But yeah. What do I enjoy most about reviewing cars? Ooh, you asked that quite a few times. Okay, I'll answer it. I don't know. I like driving a different car. Even if it's a normal car or like a cheap car, it's fun to me. Sometimes like the cheaper the car, the more enjoyable it is too. I don't know. It's just kind of fun to see how they design things and how new things pop up. I've kind of noticed that car manufacturers copy each other. So like, it's so bad now. There's less diversity in the engineering. I think it's because there's regulations and stuff and things they have to abide by, but I like when manufacturers do things that are weird that no one else is doing. That's why I like Subarus, because aside from Porsche, who else is doing horizontally opposed engines in cars? So, I don't know. It's just kind of fun. I missed the super chat. Mower Man. Do you like mowing grass? Do you do, like, what patterns do you do? Your name's Mower Man. I'm not letting this go now. Do you like doing the, what is it called, where you go like this, and then like this, and then like this? But then some people do, like, a giant square. So it's just, like, it looks like this, and then there's, like, this, and then like this. And then some people do the cross pattern. Thank you. I'll stop. I like when people go on the live chats and they type one word. Just like Toyota. What am I supposed to do with that? Or is that an answer to something I said and I just caught onto it later? I'm so confused. Then again, if you write something really long, I won't be able to read it in time. Has anyone watching this right now done a live stream before? Like actually done this side of it? I'm curious. I don't think other YouTubers watch my stuff that often. Every now and then one will pop in. Oh, that's why it paused. Because I paused it. Go down. There we go. Research Dr. Ray Pete. Ray Pete? Ray Pete? Is that like a joke to get me to repeat myself? Ray Pete. This is the first live stream you've ever watched before? I'm sorry. I probably just ruined it for you. Bug-eye, spinach. That's why you guys just leave one word things, because it's funny if I read a bunch of them. I should just start reading only the one word ones. Tacos, nope, nope, F. Sinus infection clearing. Well, that's not one word. I'm gonna try to put a sentence together out of your guys' one worded things. Married who Tavarish what submarine when Dr. Osborne wear tacos. Alright, that was interesting. Do I like frogs? Who doesn't like frogs? Why do people keep asking if I'm married? Do you see a ring on these fingers? I wouldn't wear it if I was working on a car, just because. Google that. Google why you shouldn't wear a wing working in an industrial area. I will leave it at that. But no, I'm not married. Ugh. What was that when maintenance? Oh, we had to watch that. It was, ugh. Gross. Somebody just looked it up and they're not the same person anymore now. They looked that up because it is so ugh. Now we're all rambling. You are. Let me do this again. Refried beans, cars, ribbit. Awkward. I started over. Ribbit, awkward, moo. This is so dumb. Why am I doing this? Oh my god, I'm gonna stop. I challenge other YouTubers to try doing this, reading just one words and putting it together. This is so funny. I just want to do it so bad. Spam pineapple butters, drag platypus, gump, sauerkraut, wink, otters. Ribbit. Oh my, cheesesteak. I'm just like getting over being, I don't know if a sinus infection is the same as being sick, but like I have the weird like I'm almost better sweats. So when I start laughing, I just feel like germs coming out of my pores. Oh yeah, there is almost 1,700 people. Sour cream clouds, bugaboos, dishwasher squirrel. Moo. Oh, this is stupid. I gotta stop. Bonjour. You have a Gump 2. 2017. That's when they added, 17 is when they added torque vectoring. I believe. I'm jealous. You changed the rear sway bar. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend upgrading the front. I don't think there's a purpose. The front sway bar in these Foresters is like 26 or 25 mil or something. It's huge. I don't really think it would make that much of a difference. Where did I go to college? American Military University. I went online. It was real tough, I tell you. People keep asking SVT Focus. It's sitting next door. The guys next door still have to finish sanding the inside of the shell. And I'm just going to have Fred shoot the rhino lining in the inside of the shell for me. And then probably put the roof on. It just makes more sense to have them working on that while I'm doing this. So that way the next video I do on the Focus, some real progress will have been made on it. And how am I supposed to make like 30 videos sanding the inside of an interior of that car? That is the last project of its kind I will ever do again. Stuff that requires that much fabrication. I'm not a fabrication channel. I don't have a whole crew of people building cars in here. The Focus was way too much for me to try to take on. I have like too big of ambitions for what I have the logistics to actually be able to do. If I like had a bigger shop and employees that I could like have build the stuff that's in my head, I would do it. But I don't have that, so I just gotta stick. Even this is getting crazy. How many videos have I done on the wiring now? I'm trying to break it up and make it as interesting as possible, but I take on way too big of projects for one human being to try to do and put on YouTube. Someone said, thank you for your service. Thank you. You work at a lawnmower manufacturer? Oh, cool. That makes sense. I just thought you liked mowing grass. If you don't like mowing grass and you work for a lawn manufacturer, that would kind of be unfortunate. I like mowing grass, but I live in Arizona. You can't do that here. You'll just take out everyone's windows on the entire street. We almost hit. What we get up to, like 1,700. I'm like just paying attention to it because I don't want to eat the wasabi. I like kind of regret saying that. Art 15. Asa. Well, that's not fair. You can't leave a comment in Arabic. I don't know how to say that. We read it backwards. I know that. It goes from that way to that way. I don't know what letters those would be. It would be like a J-I-S-U. J-I-T-S-U. Jitsu. Jiu-jitsu. I do not have a martial arts abilities. I tried my best. I only speak one language. Sorry. I kind of know a little bit of some languages, but not Arabic. I never learned Arabic. I think it's just like the shapes of the letters. That in Russian, the shapes of the letters, when there's other letters that are different shapes, it scares me because I'm just like, I don't know what that says. Daisy, lawnmower, rolling pickle. Amiga habla español. No, I don't know any. I know like a couple words in Spanish. Bottom burp? That's a fart. I do know some German. I know some. Not a lot though. Oh, is there people that are watching this that didn't watch the beginning and they're wondering when I'm ever going to talk about a Bronco? Because I don't think all of you watch from the beginning. How many of you are watching still from the beginning of the stream? I don't think very many of you, because I usually look, when I do an out, maybe that's what I'll talk about. I'll talk about weird stuff, YouTube stuff. Maybe that's interesting to you guys. So usually, when I do an hour-long stream, the average duration is about 9 minutes. So that means out of all the people that clicked on it to watch it, you guys, the average will stay for about 9 minutes. Which is less than my actual videos. If I make a 15-minute video, my view duration, it all depends. Sometimes it's up around like 12 minutes for like really engaging videos. Sometimes it's as low as like 9 or 10 minutes. So generally people stay for a live stream less amount of time. I think it's just because it's incoherent rambling. Here's a 10 spot. Thank you. Yeah, is there any of you? There's a ghost behind me. There's no such thing as ghosts. That's a fart. What? You're here for all things Bronco? You're here from the start? Well, there's a couple of... Wow, there's actually quite a few of you that are here from the beginning. You guys must be really bored. I don't know how you could possibly sit here and listen to me for that long. Whole stream. Wow, there's a lot of you that are still here for the whole stream. Thanks. 9 minutes duration sounds about right. Yeah. So that's my average duration for a live stream. And then, like with car reviews behave the opposite of these kind of videos where I'm working on a project car. My car reviews, I'd say more than 3/4 of you don't click on the car review when I upload a new one. And a lot of that has to do with if you personally are not interested in that car, you're not going to watch it. And I get that. And my car reviews typically, when I upload them, do terrible compared to one of these. The Bronco Sport review, on the other hand, didn't, the one I just put up. But these videos, when I upload one of these, you guys all click on them right away and you all watch them, and they'll get a ton of views in the first 24 hours. But then after one day, they kind of start trickling down and don't really get a lot of views. My car reviews, on the other hand, I have one car review. I forgot what car it was. I just looked at the analytics for. It had kind of terrible views for 2 months. It had like really low views, and then all of a sudden after 2 months it was like started shooting up in views, and a lot of people started watching it. And that's why I do my car reviews, because I have cars that no one gives a shit about. Let's be honest, not a lot of people care about these old MR2s or the TT. I think a lot of people actually like the Ranger. The Forester, I think, too. A lot of people like it because it's a Subaru. But, so they're not, like, searchable. But the car reviews, I still watch Motor Week car reviews every now and then from, like, the 80s and 90s because it's just entertaining to watch a car review on a car that came out, like, 20 or 30 years ago. So that's why I do my car reviews. I just feel it's, like, providing more to all of you watching than one of these. I don't know if any of you cared about that, but I figured some of you might find that entertaining, knowing like how YouTube's works. Motor Week. I know, I love watching Motor Week. That's like one of my favorite car reviews. I can't get rid of Gump. Once you name a car, you can't get rid of it. Someone wanted, oh, the Bronco. Okay. Bronco. I got you. I'm getting on the Bronco. Yeah, I placed the reservation in July of last year when we could first start placing reservations on the Bronco. And I did it like right away. It's like right after you could start placing reservations. I don't remember the exact date. I have it in an email. So I was like really early placing that reservation. And then one of my friends I was in the military with placed a reservation, or placed an order, I think, actually, in like February of this year, and then had a VIN number already. And I was like, what the hell? Like the whole purpose of reserving a vehicle is you pay that $100 reservation because then it puts you in a line based on your reservation number to get your vehicle. And then I still didn't have a VIN. I was like, all right, this is really screwed up. Like, what was the purpose of reserving that vehicle back then? So then I reached out to Ford and they got me a VIN number and they told me a build date, which was the 27th of July of this July. 27th is when they're supposed to start building my Bronco. And then a couple days later I got another email saying that they regret to inform me, blah, blah, there's issues manufacturing with the hard tops and they can no longer guarantee when my vehicle will be built. And I was just like, damn. Like I had like my hopes up, and then again I was like, and it was weird because I thought the shortage was on microchips, but whatever. I get that there's global supply chain issues and shortages and stuff, but the whole point of getting the Bronco is because I don't want to buy a new model year of a vehicle. I think it's kind of dumb from a mechanical aspect, but I was buying it because I wanted to like try to research and develop and make new things for a new type of vehicle. I thought that'd be really fun to just kind of to try something different. And I also really like the new Bronco too. So that was like my excuse to getting a new Bronco. And if I end up getting it delayed, or they've already been out for a while and I end up getting like a 2022 model and they've already been out and then that's already happened, a bunch of companies are already on board and developing stuff for it, it kind of loses the appeal. And it's like, why don't I just get something else? Get a different new vehicle and try to do that if that was the main reason why I wanted to get one. Because I do really want one for myself, but if that was the case, I would just wait until they work out some kinks and stuff and some bugs. But I don't know. I'm so torn now. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just cancel it, buy a Veloster N. I still like love that car. I don't know. And I don't think they're going to be around for much longer. So there's your Bronco update. Oh, and I know a lot of people are going to wonder what one I ordered. It was the Black Diamond 2-door 7-speed manual in cactus gray is what I had ordered. Let me scroll up and see if I missed any, guys, your questions, because I'm going to end the live stream here. Someone says Bronco or Bronco Sport. Bronco, I would think. The Bronco Sport was cute, but it's more of just like an appliance-y. It was kind of good off-road, but 2022 Tundra. Yeah, it'll be interesting when that comes out. What kind of cactuses are gray? In the wintertime, they kind of change different colors. The purple ones get like a grayish green. The purple prickly pears. Yeah. Okay, well, I have to burp. I'm glad I just told you guys that. I have to start making progress on this car, so I gotta shut up and end this stream. I will do another one soon, and I will be putting updates all throughout the progress of working on this car on Instagram, so they'll be on there. I'll put ones on my regular Instagram for you guys too, not just on my private Instagram stories. So, thank you, JD. I like doing the reviews. What do I think the new Lexus IS? It's the IS 500F Sport. I think it's cool. Too much bread. I gotta stop reading the random stuff. Wait, I'll do one more time. One more time. Later by, well, this is gonna be just later by stuff. Later by, come on, give me some single words again. I'm gonna do it one last time before I go, because that stuff's hilarious. There you go. Potato. Emojis don't count. Potato reel. Beans smud. Bungalow Twinkie. Watermelon. That one didn't really make much of a sentence. Somebody just put and the and a couple of those words in there, so we can get something going. Okay, here we go. This is dumb. Okay, poo bug. Oh my god, it's going too fast. Poo bug TV soup. Hammerfoot. Dutchy diarrhea. Why is everyone doing poop words? 2 snapperdoodle. Bung knees bedroom D's kitty burger. Why penguin cream cheese eat pizza Fred moist D's. Someone keeps saying D's and no one's giving you a nuts. I'm sorry. Beep moot cow. This is so hard. Penguin yeet itchy cheese. Bamboozled pistachio. It's a lot harder to put things together this time than it was before. Hedgehogs. Nuts. This is not working. Oh well. Next time. Okay, I'll see you guys soon with a real video. I'll put one up in like a day or two. Okay? How do I end this thing? End. Bye!